Hello guys, and we're gonna be back with another video. It's not a Dragon Ball video, as my channel is mainly around Dragon Ball. It's something a little bit different. I'm gonna pull out some news at the end of this video so that you guys can be all up to date with what I'm doing currently. We'll just get into the tutorial on how to get Sonic Frontiers on your PC instead of actually buying the game. Let's go. So obviously, first of all, get your browser, all that. Google, Firefox, Opera, anything. Just search up ryujinx right here. I went straight into the official website, not the down section. If you have the down section on your browser, you just go to it. It's like whatever OS you're using. I wouldn't consider your Mac OS to use an emulator because it's kind of like clunky. So if you're like Windows or Linux, then like that's fine. I obviously got Windows and I'm on a Windows PC. After that, you will have a zip folder. I can't really show you because okay, there you go. You have a zip folder like right here. It will have publish in it. You're gonna want it. If you want to extract it and make it more safe, then that's fine. But I just drag and drop. I just let it process. You can use WinRAR, any type of like zip folder application that you want. I use WinRAR and that's it. Okay, we already have the thing. Next you want to get is the firmware. The firmware and the prod keys are the most important. So we just have to search up Nintendo Switch emulator prod keys and firmware. So I use prod key this website. I wouldn't really. If there are other websites with like different options, go for it. But I use this one, and then like it's just a whole like stage on installing it, and then pop out. You already have the prod keys, firmware. You go into this link. I will leave some of the links in the description to download everything. So this way, like, you get the latest firmware of the Nintendo Switch, because people obviously have been transferring back to back. Already now, I'm gonna say before I didn't say this at the start of the video. Try the most to ignore the background noises, because I kind of have like a few problems with my mic where it's picking up everything in the background. So the site should be loaded, but like my Wi-Fi is being pretty slow for now. And then now you get the firmware, you download it, and it's fine. And then you get your ROMs. If you already have a website for ROMs, or you just try to find one, just do whatever you want. Because if I show the ROM websites on the video, I will get like some problems with like some companies and all that, who like give the games and all that. Now once you've done all of that, I'm going to emulators folder. You have your firmware. You make a new folder called firmware, and then you slap it in there. All the firmware stuff in there. The prod keys right here. So what you want to do? If you're new to like technology, you want to go to your Windows icon, right click, and then there's supposed to be run somewhere. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just go into the search bar and type in run. You can type in run, or if you're a professional, you can just Windows R. So I would consider using local app data. So it would be percentage local app data percentage. Then you're going to go into your app data locally. You're going to want to go back to app data, and then you're going to select roaming. Roaming is a place where you can find most of your stuff, and the ryujinx folder is in here. So you go to the ryujinx folders. If you want mods and all that, you can add that. I'm gonna go to profile. That's not it. There's some pods where, yeah, system, and then you put your prod keys in here. There is an area where like you get your firmware, put your firmware in, or this is what you do. If you want to install it from the emulator itself. So you open up ryujinx. It's gonna tell you like you have the firmware, prod keys. If you don't have that and all that, you go into tools, install firmware. from XZI or zip, and then like whatever like you have. Let's say like it's a zip file. So wherever you downloaded your firmware, you just click the folder, open, and then I already have my prod keys in it. I don't know why it's popping up, but it would install perfectly fine, and you can close out. Then once you're done with that, you basically already have everything. You have your ROM and everything, whatever games you have. You close ryujinx, you reopen it. So it's taking some time, and then like you go into your options for you to actually put up the games. You're gonna see user interface, game directories, and you add wherever you have your ROMs installed. And then if like you can also set your controller. I much recommend using for the control type a Pro controller than a Joy-Con. And then whatever controller you're using, it'll be there, and then you'll have like that. For Sonic Frontiers, I will try and make a video on the correct settings if you have like a PC like mine for the game to run better. But like if you're having other games, you can put whatever you want. And then that's it. Then you can just play the game perfectly fine. If you want, you can add updates. Like I have version 1.1 of Sonic Frontiers, and you can also add cheats like 60 FPS and all that, like higher resolution for all your games and all that. Now this is the part of the video where I will talk about the stuff that I've been doing, the time that I've been gone. So the time that I've been gone, I've been mostly focusing on school, since I am a teenager and still in school, trying to put some content. But it's been kind of rough since I have to focus more on school than actual like content creation. That's why whenever like any video, you have the links to my Twitch. I'm never online and all that. I'm usually just watching the Twitch streams instead of actually doing it. If you're watching this the day that it releases, I'm probably streaming tomorrow. I'll put a link to my Twitter because to my X account. That's where you can like get all the info update on what I'm doing, or like stuff for like content creation and all that. So yeah, that's why I've been gone for a while. But also I mostly want to hang out with my friends more instead of like just purely just Twitch streaming and doing content creation. Because like my friends like the idea that I at least try, but like they want me to also mostly hang out with them more. So, and also hanging out with my family and all that stuff. And yeah, like you have to give me the respect for at least doing those things instead of just pure focusing on content creation. And yeah, that's the reason why I've been gone. And that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys have fun with any type of games. If you want me to give a rundown through the 360 emulator with Sonic Unleashed, I can help you if you have a type of PC like mine. And see you guys in the next video.